Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Our first of the 2022 regular season, and man, did Minkah Fitzpatrick have just an elite level kind of game. 14 tackles, pick six, pressure, obviously the blocked extra point that would have won the game for Cincinnati. Truly one of the most individually dominant performances you're going to see when to go through and look at some of the great plays he made, some of the ones everyone knows, and some maybe people forget. This play, of course, everyone remembers. Second play of the season, Minkah Fitzpatrick's pick six. This is a cover two defense for the Steelers, so 2 deep, 5 under. Bengals running a smash concept, so a shorter route here, in this case a slant to hold the cornerback, with the number 2 receiver running a corner route. Throw here, though, from Joe Burrow is late, and good eyes by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Good drive on the football and taking advantage of the mistake for the pick six. So again, 2 deep shell. Minkah Fitzpatrick responsible for anything vertical, covering the deep half of this field. Landmark on top of the numbers. Vision, eyes on the football, drive, and make the play. The very next play of the ensuing drive, Pittsburgh again with a 2 deep show. A lot of cover 2 in this game, trying not to get beat over the top by this potentially potent Bengals offense. Minkah Fitzpatrick this time from that cover 2 landmark, running the alley and coming downhill, filling and making the tackle on the running back Joe Mixon. 14 tackles in this game, 12 of them were solo, and so a nice job here to come down, fill the alley, a hard charge into the runner for the stop. Just a nice job here and throwing that shoulder. So we're seeing from that cover 2 landmark, him making plays against the pass and then coming downhill and filling the alley against the run. While the box score will show just a semi-routine solo tackle for Minkah Fitzpatrick, this one might have saved a lot of yardage for Joe Mixon on this play, as he might have had a lane here to pick up a heck of a gain on this one. So watch Minkah Fitzpatrick this time from more of that box alignment, kind of off the end man on the line of scrimmage alignment, seeing Minkah move around a bit more. A lot of movable pieces in this defense right now, and him making a really good ankle tackle on Joe Mixon, and that could have saved a lot of yards here. That window dressing displaces Devin Bush, and Minkah, nice job to get off the block of the tight end. And if he can't make that tackle, Edmonds, not a great angle. Jack, I don't think he's going to get there in time. There is a lot of room. I mean, maybe someone tracks him. Maybe Jack can get him. I'm not quite sure, but I'd prefer not to find out, and I'm glad Minkah did a good job of pursuit there, beating the block and making that tackle. Another example of Minkah coming downhill against the run in the Steelers' 2 deep shell. This is their big nickel defense, their 3 safety package with Edmonds over slot. Minkah here, and there is Trey Norwood. So we're going to watch Minkah come downhill again and make a really strong open field tackle on Joe Mixon to prevent a good run here. Minkah gets praised so much, and rightfully so, for what he does in coverage. I think he's really underrated as a tackler. Obviously had 120 plus last year, which is far too many, but he's been a really reliable and steady tackler, and that's a really good blow on a really talented running back, a big guy in Joe Mixon. So just drop him immediately, no yards after contact. That's a heavy blow in the Mixon. They were a nice job by Minkah. Another example of Minkah Fitzpatrick's open field tackle ability, and I don't take that for granted. A lot of safeties are one or the other. The strong safety in the box, super physical type, or the free safety, rangy, go play the ball, really can't make the tackle kind of guy. Minkah is both, and really the only blemish I saw from the Steelers defense in this game was allowing some completions on those 10, 15-yard in-cuts. A play action would kind of suck up the linebacker. Safeties wouldn't take great angles during the game. And this time Edmonds does not, and Jamar Chase is in space. He's obviously an extremely dangerous guy, had success in this game. Edmonds with a missed tackle, and so it's really one-on-one Minkah versus Jamar Chase here. Nice job here. Come to balance, shoot, and make a really strong open field tackle, stationary against the moving target, and a really good one in Jamar Chase. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, a big tackle here to trip up Chase, limit the damage, more than what it already had become on that play. So again, I don't take any of that stuff for granted at all. Free safety, last line of defense, carrying the slot receiver here, and then coming to make the tackle to save additional yardage. Again, it's an unfortunate play for the Steelers defense, but overall, it's a key stop by Minkah Fitzpatrick. This tackle you probably remember from the game, the 4th and 1 the Bengals had here. Joe Mixon, 31-yard run, gets into that second level, and it's really boom or bust. Either Pittsburgh's defense going to make a play at the line, or there's going to be a big lane for Mixon. The latter, unfortunately, happens here, but make a nice job to recover and just, defend, have blades of grass to defend is what Tomlin talks about. And a nice job here by Minkah to prevent the touchdown, and Pittsburgh holds the Bengals to a field goal here. So that is 4 points directly that Minkah Fitzpatrick saved. And again, Mixon, a big, powerful guy. Yes, he's using the sideline to his advantage with his leverage, as he should be, but to make that tackle in open space, to push Mixon out of bounds, to give the defense a chance to make another stop, which they did, that is a really critical and probably forgotten moment of that play. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Minkah Fitzpatrick with a really strong pass breakup in the back of the end zone to save the touchdown here. Him playing in his zone coverage, reading the eyes of the quarterback, comes from basically off the numbers, essentially, to the back of the end zone there, and helps displace that football from receiver Mike Thomas. And Thomas really dropped it. I think he even lost control of the football before Minkah impacted him, but certainly felt Minkah's footsteps and probably certainly influenced the drop there. And so that's a good, clean hit. I know Minkah was flagged twice in this game for unnecessary roughness, but a nice job there to show that range, follow the eyes as Burrow works right to left. Minkah watching him the whole way, coming back and making a play on that football to prevent the touchdown. So again, one last look. Again, Burrow trying to look off Minkah on this play. Has the in cut open, looks to his right here. Minkah moving, floating that way. Burrow comes left. Minkah does as well, feels the route, finds the ball, breaks it up with a good, clean hit to, at the moment, keep that game in Pittsburgh's favor. Last example I'll show you guys, and this is one that I didn't even realize until I went back and combed through the All-22. And this is still a positive play overall for the Bengals. But again, just watching the IQ and, Minkah making quarterbacks go to a plan B, to do something else. The phrase is make, quarterbacks or offenses or teams play left-handed, to do something they don't want to do. And so I talked about earlier, they're hitting all these in-cuts all day to Jamar Chase, and Minkah takes it away here, understands what route's likely to come behind him, jumps this route, forces Burrow to go to a second and third read to hit the tight end, Hayden Hurst in the flat. Still a good gain overall, but Minkah doing his job, anticipating, again, Chase winning on those in-cuts all day long to jump that route, force Burrow to go somewhere else. Again, is a positive play overall for the Bengals, but the football IQ, understanding route combinations and splits and tendencies, and you really see that in this overlooked moment here for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Again, trying to use play action to get those linebackers to come up, to throw behind them. Minkah reads it the whole way and forces Burrow to do something else. Actually, we'll end on the blocked extra point that Minkah had as well, just because it's so fun to look at. And, I don't know exactly what happened here. I know the Bengals had a lot of issues with their operation. They were moving their wings around, and so there's that space there created between the left wing and the left tackle. Minkah never say, die mentality and blocks that kick. And so a nice job here. There's Minkah Fitzpatrick coming in between the left wing and the left tackle, and a nice job there to block this one. Again, operation a little bit slow, but not terrible. And so this is just a great effort play from Minkah. Hands up, hands and fingers spread wide to try to give yourself as much surface area to try to block the ball, and Minkah does right here. There are some special teams coaches that have actually turned their wings directly facing the sidelines to really eliminate any sort of space, because you kind of see that space there between the tackle and the wing to really make sure that no one else can knife through there and force them to go wider through the edge. There is more risk in terms of giving up the edge rush, but it's a further way to go to get to the kicker if you're going wide as opposed to more of a straight line to where the kick's going to happen. And so that's one thing that I wonder if some teams will try to implement. Don't see that too much in the NFL. Really, you see it more in college and the high school level, but that's all really besides the point. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, a great job here to really literally save the game with a great effort play and technique and finish. So that will do it for today's video. Again, Minkah Fitzpatrick, a heck of a performance, one of his best ever, and really one of the more dominant performances I've seen individually from a Steeler in a long time. I don't think it quite reaches what James Harrison did back in 2007, that Monday night game against the Ravens, but it's not too far behind. Minkah was everywhere. The big plays that you saw, the plays you may forget about, the consistency of it all, the football IQ, the conditioning to play literally 100 snaps in this game, 104 if you include special teams as well, and you should, given how this game ended in the fourth quarter, and that's just a heck of a performance. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, can't say enough good things about him. Blank check player, write him another blank check. He just got paid, pay him again. He's totally worth it. So that will do it for today's video. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll talk to you soon.